this at 420. We got a glass filter on the end, so now we can wipe it down and avoid a lot of germs. And we got to thank TRIP for the 500 or so alcohol swipes they provide. So come on out here, guys, and people from TRIP, and Lisa from Canadian Students for Sensible Drug Policy. How many people have smoked a half ounce today? How many people have smoked a quarter today? All right.
Hey everyone, are you ready for 420?
Yeah!
My name is Lisa Campbell and I'm the Outreach Director for Canadian Students for Sensible Drug Policy. I'm here with TRIP Project Outreach Workers, Andrew and Steph, and we're here to drop some knowledge on drug policy reform.
How's everyone doing? Is everyone in high spirits?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm really stoked to be here today, but I'm also kind of super pissed. Why is this still a thing? Why are we still dealing with this bullshit? The war on drugs has been going on for close to 100 years, and we still have the same problems we did back then. Back in 1969, the Royal Commission on the Non-Medicinal Use of Cannabis was started by Pierre Trudeau. This was to evaluate what the risks were of having cannabis in our society. And it created a series of recommendations that have yet to be implemented. This is the highest form of advice that the Canadian government could have ever received. I'm going to state some of these today. So some of the recommendations were that the federal government should remove cannabis from the Narcotic Control Act. The federal government should immediately initiate discussions with the provincial governments to have the sale and the use of cannabis placed under similar controls to those of alcohol. Furthermore, this government distributed cannabis should be marketed at a quality and a price that would make the black market sale of the drug an impractical enterprise. So basically, they're saying the government needs to give us really good, cheap weed. The government should initiate a program to develop efficient, practical methods for cannabis production and marketing in Canada, and all stages of this production and marketing of cannabis should be conducted by the federal and/or provincial governments. The end fact is, we know cannabis is safe, whether you're using it medicinally or recreationally, and this knowledge has been available for about 50 years, and it's still yet to be acknowledged or implemented by our government.
Despite all this evidence we've had for years, we still have a long way to go. Canada used to be a leader in drug policy reform globally. In 2001, we were the first country to legalize cannabis for medical use. Unfortunately, much of the change we've seen has not been initiated by politicians. It's been pushed through the courts. It's time for politicians to stand up and be leaders of drug policy reform. Pot is more popular than any of our political party leaders. 60% of Canadians are on our side. Yet despite this popular support, Bill 45 in Ontario threatens both cannabis patients and vapor lounges, and extracts are still illegal everywhere besides British Columbia. The fight is not over yet. Medical marijuana is not enough. The facts are in. Public opinion is in our favor. It's time to legalize cannabis.
Yeah!
We are so close to legalizing pot.
Yeah!
But do we want that to be the end of drug policy reform in Canada? We can't leave people who use other drugs behind. We're all here today because we think cannabis should be legalized, but we can't forget about all of the other drugs that are still criminalized. Those drugs also have medical and recreational benefits. Drug policy has been used historically as a tool of exploitation to criminalize people of color, to criminalize poor folks, to criminalize queer, trans people, and activists. To this day, cannabis is still used as a scapegoat by politicians to justify systemic oppression. We're not just fighting for the youth who got stopped for smoking a joint. We're fighting for his friend who has a criminal record and can't get a job because he was caught with Molly. At TRIP, we have testing kits, but we can't provide testing services because when someone gives us drugs to test, it's trafficking. When we're testing them, we're in possession. We're being criminalized for being healthcare workers, and this is are most marginalized by the war on drugs. The war on drugs is a war on people, on the people we love, on our family, on our friends, and our communities.
Yeah.
Together, we can end prohibition now!
Well
When
said.
I say legalize, you say drugs! Legalize!
Drugs!
Legalize!
Drugs!
Legalize!
Drugs! Drugs!
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah! It's like a lady dog.
What's going on? So, in the summer,